Today we're going to talk about adding and subtracting rational expression with like denominators, and just like when we did numbers, remember, you do have to have that common denominator. So today they're going to have the common denominator, so we don't have to really worry too much about that. So we're really worried more about what we do with the numerator. So in this problem, the denominator is 12, so it's going to stay 12. What do we do to our numerators? We add. 3 plus 7 would be 10n. Now, we will need to be simplifying if we can, and here, since 10 times n, we can divide both numerator and denominator by 2 and get 5n over 6 would be my simplified answer. So make sure you look to reduce it. Here, they do have the common denominator. I always get in the habit of looking for that. X plus 1, so we just add our numerators, 2x plus 2. But notice this is factorable. 2 times the quantity x plus 1. The x plus 1's then cancel, and we end up with 2 as our answer. Again, this time, though, we are subtracting, so it's going to be really important to understand you're subtracting the whole second numerator. So x minus 2, 3x plus 4, and you either need to write minus the quantity x minus 1, which would be minus x plus 1, or go ahead and distribute it as you write it down. I don't care, just be careful. So we still got our x minus 2 on the bottom. 3x minus x would be 2x. 4 plus 1 would be 5. Again, we always look to see if anything will cancel. It will not, so we would be done with that one. Now notice in this one they do not have the same denominator, but we can make them the same if we factor a negative 1 out of here and make this m minus 9. Then I'm going to take that negative 1, I'm going to put it up here, which would make this into a plus. So I have m minus 9 in my denominator, so that now my denominators are the same. So it's going to become just then on the top 2m plus 4m. Be an m there, which would be 6m over m minus 9. Can I do any simplifying? No, because this m down here on the bottom is not being multiplied. If it were times, I could cancel, but it's not. Okay, again, this is subtraction, so we do have the same. Oops, I'm not sure what happened there. So they do have the same denominator, so 5x plus 1 we're going to put on the bottom. 15x minus negative 3 would become plus 3. Again, we could factor this because we have something in common, so you always want to look to do that. Oops, don't have a 5 in common though, do we? Let's get rid of that. We have 3 in common, leaving us 5x plus 1. 5x plus 1's cancel, leaving me 3 as my answer. And on this last one, again, they don't have the same denominator, but if you factor a negative 1 out of here and make it m minus 2, now they do. That negative you want to bring up here and make a positive. Remember, if this would have been a negative, then, a positive, it would become negative, but since we're subtracting, that's not happening on these. So we're left with 3m plus 6. Now, it does have a 3 in common, but if we factor it out, we can see it's not going to cancel because we've got a minus down here and a plus there, so you don't really need to factor. If you do factor, you would have 3 times the quantity m plus 2 over m minus 2. I think I'll probably take either answer because they're equivalent, and that would be it.